how did we come to know Victoria Mateo? Where did she come from?
That was a fluke. I would say my friends at the time when I started to get out into the club scene and and just experiencing life as a gay young man. My friends, a few of them did drag, and they're like, "I think you should do it. You're handsome, and you probably would look so pretty in drag." I'm like, "No,
Yes.
absolutely not." And they're like, "Why?" I'm like, "It's not for me. I enjoy watching the shows. I enjoy tipping the girls, but it's just not one of those things that I want to do." And they're like, pretty much just peer pressuring, and eventually said, "Sure, I'll try it. I'll do one show." I set a date months in advance, hoping they would forget that the time came around, and they did not. And so they helped put me in drag for the first time and did the show. Said, "There, you got it out of me," and
Nice.
didn't do it again for another year.
Oh, okay. Oh, you just want to try it out. Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
I
So,
just did it so that way
yeah.
they'd leave me alone.
Oh
Uh,
no, you were too good. I mean, no, I guess they was not trying to hear that. But okay, but I'm gonna get back to that year hiatus. But when you first did it, like, when did you know how to do makeup? Did you know how to put it all together
Oh,
before?
I
Like,
had no clue how to do nothing. I had no rhythm. I had no nothing. My mom, when I grew up, she used to call me a broom because
oh,
my hips lied. They would say, uh, 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 uh. Uh, I had musicality from playing instruments, but there, I was stiff as a board, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
oh my goodness.
So that first time in drag, it was very interesting. It was very fun. I remember being in 16 pairs of pantyhose, and if you know wearing pantyhose, it is not a comfortable experience.
No, I don't
And
like penny.
after like the third or fourth pair, you're like, okay, but 16, I was like a rubber band. My leg went up and down. And I remember by the end of the show, I had my boyfriend at the time cut the toes out because I was starting to look. They were starting to curl in and
Right,
get stuck that way.
right.
But it was fun for what it was. My mom came. One of my cousins came to watch the show. My older sister, one of my brothers came to watch the show. It was a funny experience, and I still have pictures. And I think I have the video on YouTube somewhere. So like,
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that. Now I gotta see it. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah,
I
but
was
how did
not
you know? How did you learn? Who taught you? Or who taught you? How did you learn?
like most things you learn by really doing. Um,
And watching.
and watching. Um, After that year hiatus, the only reason I came back is because I was short on my rent. My
Mm.
phone was about to get cut off, and my friends were like, "Well, you still do have your pads and all your stuff that you did that one show with. Do the talent show. It pays you $100 if you win." And I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
"Okay, that's almost how much I'm short on rent." So I said, "Let's just try it. Let's
Wow.
let's let's do it." I won the talent show that night, and I won enough money in tips to pay my cell phone bill. The next week, I said, "Shoot, let's do it again," and I kept winning. And I found that I was no longer doing it for the money that I was making, or just that, but I was enjoying what I was doing. And everyone, being that kid that's kind of on the back burner of six, you get that sense of euphoria that everyone's looking at you.
Yes,
Everyone,
yes,
all this attention. You're so beautiful. You're so talented. You're so
yes.
this. You're so that, and you get hooked to that feeling of like, oh my god, people are actually looking at me in a positive way. So 16 years went by. Here I
Wow,
am.
amazing. That is amazing, Victoria. And so now, how did you learn? Because you said you were stiff as a board. So how did you learn your dance moves? Because you do a lot of choreography, acrobatics. I mean, I was looking at you like, oh God, I was so looking at you. I was just like, but I was so amazed by you. So how did you learn all of that?
Well, the acrobatic parts, my mom actually taught me that
Yeah, I
in the
think you told me that.
backyard.
You told me after the show
Yes,
about your mom. Yeah,
she taught me
yeah.
all the flips, all the splits and everything as a kid because I wanted to be either an ice skater or a gymnast.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
those are expensive sports to be in, and no programs really taught that in the ghetto. So she's like, "I'll show you how to flip around and we'll do it for free." And so I just carried that into my drag once I got enough balance and figured out I could do it in heels. So
Oh, and that's a whole nother. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. And I know.
yeah,
I mean, and how did you? I mean, and I know you have the blisters to prove it. Hi, Tukes. Hey, Tukes. Shout out to Tukes. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just amazing. I mean, you just put it all together. And oh, let me ask you this. Can you name a time, or can you remember a time where you just bombed? Or was there a time when you bombed to the point where you got you didn't get that great reception, from the crowd? Did that ever happen?
it sounds very conceited, but no.
Okay. No, 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 no. All right. Yeah, all
No.
right.
I was
It's like,
either always told that
that
you're
will
very
never
pretty,
happen.
you
So,
smell nice, you look good. I always had a smile on my face. Even the few times that my wig went flying and was gone with the wind, I just kind of looked as like, oh, okay, and
and you
just
just kept going.
wiggled my way on through the rest of the performance because at the end of the day the show must go on. So um,
Absolutely.
I've pulled muscles. I've strained myself in different ways, and I think from my upbringing, would just grit my teeth and smile through it until the performance is done, and then go home and cry about it later, and then I'm
Oh
in pain.
my. So no. So wait a minute. No doctor's visits when they see you.
No,
None of
because
that?
remember, I was still poor, and I didn't.
I mean, but as you started making money and as you started, being more, you know, um, financially stable. I mean, you have to
The
see the doctor.
internet is a powerful tool. I learned physical therapy lessons, and every YouTube will teach you almost anything nowadays. So I just said, okay, well, let me just learn a little bit about self care as far as like what they do in physical therapy and stretching and working on flexibility, mobility, and
But you still got to see the actual professional. Stop. I'm sorry. I don't mean to
now
be
I'm
a sticky
38.
mother right now.
I have been going to a doctor. I do my
Yes, you
regular
do.
checkup, my
There's no
visits,
way around it.
and the
There's
whole
no.
shebang. But I also learned to take care of myself better because you
You
only get
do.
this one body. And
Yes.
until they figure out how to replace things successfully and have me be like, the bionic man, um, I had to take care of this body that I've been blessed with. So
Yeah, so I'm glad you know that. Okay, because I'm not trying to be your third mama now, but I'm just saying, you have to see a professional. You can't always do it on your own.
yeah, no,
You know,
as a
yeah,
professional a bootlegged acrobatist, I
yeah,
no, no, I have to take care of myself because I want to be able to do this until at least I'm 47, and then I'm just going to be glamorous,
oh,
glamorous and
you
goofy.
say
You know,
so you know
that's
what? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
it's like the splits and the cartwheels. If I could do it every once in a while, give them a Vicky
Give me a
still
little
got it.
something. You still
But
got, is that
know,
but the reason why I perked up just now because when you mentioned that about working towards your retirement and your goal towards that. How does that look for you? Because being in this type of business, being a creative, there, there is not like regular employment where you have the health benefits and the vision, the dental, and
yeah, no.
the
In most cases,
401k and
we're
all that.
1099, so
You're right. So you don't have the
we
401k
don't
like
have a
that.
401k.
So can you give us an outline, like in your own, like kind of give me a outline of how you planning things out? Like how do you budget it all, and how you planning that? What is your planning process like?
I have I take portions of what I earn, and I budget out for my monthly expenses. After that, I put that away. I do love a good sparkle. So I learned how to do a lot of stuff myself, from rhinestoning, making hairs, um, and trying to utilize the closet that I have, even though you know, again, I do like a good sparkle. So I will sometimes
Splurge.
allocate certain funds to
Splurge.
support
Yeah.
my I like to
Sparkle
think
habit.
healthy habit.
Your bling habit.
So yeah, so it's just about making sure that I'm doing what I need to do, and then having something put aside, in case anything should happen, because this kind of business is not always finite.
Yeah, it's
Businesses
always.
close, yeah.
Hmm.
Businesses close or businesses are booming and then not booming, depending on the season, and just making sure that you do what you have to do. If I need to, then I can get myself a little mini part time to suffice during the time being. It just being an adult. I feel like.
Like doing some adulting. So, what I want to ask you, I'm curious about this. How did you make it during the pandemic?
Well, because I was very frugal back then,
Okay,
and being a person who grew up very poor, I saved up everything, every penny, everything that was happening. And so I had at least a good nest egg when I moved. By the time I had just moved out here in 2019, um, that I was able to just kind of live off of that during
okay.
the time frame. But the moment that I was able to get my booty back to work, and they gave me the call, like, "Hey, do you want to come back?" Yes, I do, because I'm running low. So
Yes, and you were ready. Yes.
yes, but all my bills, my car, everything was still paid for monthly. So I
That's
was blessed to say I didn't lapse on nothing because I was so frugal then. Now I kind of am not as frugal. I
but
listen
you're
to
more like
Ariana
old.
Grande too much, and
You're
I
so
see it, I
mindful.
like it, I want
Yeah.
it, I buy it, because you only live this once. And I also learned, have a nest egg, have something saved up, be the adult in that, but also live your life. If you really want something, go out and get
Yes.
it. Because if you're
Yes.
spending all your time just saving and not doing anything, w- at
Yeah,
the end
right.
of the
What's the
day, if
point?
you were to
What's the
pass on
purpose?
the next day, what do you have to
Yes.
show for it?
Right.
Do you have good
Yes.
memories? Are you? Would you say that you lived the most? You lived your life to the
Your
fullest,
best life. Yes.
and that's
And
what I
you know,
want.
yeah, exactly. And I was about to say that. Like, what do you enjoy doing? What do you do for fun? Like,
I
what do
love
you
to
do?
travel.
Uh-huh.
I love to craft, which also helps
Yes.
in
Yes.
my
Can you
line of
can you
work. I
can you
love.
stand can you show us what you got on, Victoria? Can you stand up a little bit? Can you show us what you got on? Can you show us what you got on?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see.
And
Yes, love
also,
it. Can I?
learn the shop on a dime. This is from
Yeah.
Amazon, y'all.
Is from where? Amazon?
Amazon.
Yeah, show your shoes. Can you show us your shoe?
Oh, I'm not wearing that right now, but I can show
Oh,
you
oh, oh.
what
Yeah,
I
show what
was.
you had on. Yeah. What shoe did you have on today?
Oh, I was wearing many, but this is what I was wearing with that.
Oh, that heel. Oh goodness.
I
Oh
got
my
it at
goodness.
Goodwill.
Oh really? Oh
Yes.
you thrift. Oh, okay.
Oh yes, especially
Yes,
in Las
yes.
Vegas, you can find
That's true.
a Bob Mackie gown
Nice.
and everything, or really expensive clothing dirt cheap. You can get it
Nice.
on dollar day. So
Oh, okay. And I love you. I love your accessories. And yeah, Joy Barnes said, "God, it's like gorgeous, a gorgeous dress. Lord, that heel."
well,
Yeah,
I'm
they
only five
admiring.
six, so I love to make myself
Yeah, I
look
love it.
taller and more statuesque, model-esque,
Yeah,
um, and just cheat it.
yeah, I love the hair. I mean, everything. The makeup is just, mwah, chef kiss,
Well, that
everything.
comes from
I love it.
my pageantry background.
What was it? What background?
My
Oh,
pageantry
pageantry.
background.
Oh, okay. And okay, so what did you win? Like, what kind of awards did you win your
I've won a
pageant days?
couple of different titles in my good
Yeah,
15 years. Right now, I'm the current national showgirl. Um, I was a former Miss Westland newcomer. Um, in Tampa, I Miss Tampa Pride, Miss
nice.
Tampa Bay F5, um, Miss Fabulous International, a Miss Absolute
Oh,
from vodka. We have
vodka.
that pageant
Right,
here
right.
in Vegas. So from local to national pageants, I love it all. Like I love the glamour of almost like old school high whore drag with the jewelry, the
Yes,
hair,
I
the
could tell.
gown,
Yes, yes, I could
and
tell.
so I my drag is definitely a cross blend of old school
Mhm.
hyper feminine drag
Hollywood.
to
Yeah.
the new school where the flips and the kicks and the cartwheel that they love watching on RuPaul's Drag Race. So
Did you ever thought about trying out for that?
I have several times, but it's not up to me. So any producer that's watching, I'm still
Yes.
interested. I put in my tape every year, so no. Come,
Yes.
you
So
have
that,
plenty of my videos online, so no.
yeah, there you have it. Yeah. So yeah. So yes, RuPaul. Yes. Yes. Victoria wants to be on. Yes. We want her on. We all want her on.
So
Yes.
all those YouTube videos where they ask you who do you want, vote Victoria. No.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. That's going to happen. We're going to make that happen. Yes. So how long were you at Hamburger Mary's? Let's talk about Hamburger Mary's.
Well, I actually used to work at the locations that were in the Tampa area. So there was at Ybor City, Brandon, Clearwater, and St. Pete. And I worked at all four of those locations. But when they sadly closed, I ended up moving to Vegas to help my drag mom, Alexis Mateo, move. And since I wasn't really working at the time, because that was one of my main jobs, was working there, I was heckled, yes,
Mhm.
heckled into staying and moving uprooting my whole life and just moving to Vegas. And then there was a Hamburger Mary's here. I interviewed for it. I got the job, and I've been here ever since.
And how long you been at this Vegas location?
Almost 7 years now.
Nice. I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
think
And I
April will be 7 full years.
Oh wow, thank that's so amazing. So I'll make sure, like anyone, whether you in live right now in real time or catch the replay, please make sure you catch Victoria Mateo as well as all the other beautiful performance at Hamburger Mary's. If you're in the Vegas area, you happen to be in Vegas, the location is going to be in the description box for you guys. I have their page on there, so please just check them out. I mean,
We have a variety of shows from nighttime shows on Thursdays and Fridays. Thursdays we have our comedy night. Uh, Fridays we
yes,
have
I can
our
imagine.
our
I got to
nice
check that out.
our fun show, and then of course Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we do have our brunches. So come
Yes,
and check us out.
yes, please check them out. Yes, please do that. You know, you're gonna have the time of your life. It will no disappointments, and make
Yeah,
sure
it's a
you guys
very interactive show. It's not something that
very
you're going to
yes.
just sit and watch from
Oh
afar. No,
no,
you get up close,
please.
personal.
Mhm.
I like to say arms and legs in the vehicle to see the position at all times throughout the show because if not, I may mow you over with one of those with a high kick and cartwheel, a round
Yes.
off or whatnot.